So Death on the Nile. So Detective Mustache is back again for some more mustache twirling adventures. Well, Detective Mustache is what I'm going to call him because I'm an Australian, so I'm really bad at pronouncing things and I cannot for the life of me pronounce his name. Anyway, so I've always enjoyed a good murder mystery. It's why I like those crime shows like Criminal Minds or Law and Order SVU so much, because I like trying to figure out who the murderer is. So basically these are based on the Agatha Christie novels. I think they came out quite a long time ago, but they're still pretty popular and they've been adapted into movies, TV shows. So this is the follow-up to Murder on the Orient Express. So look, I've got to admit, I did prefer the first movie more. This wasn't a bad movie, but I definitely did prefer Murder on the Orient Express. And I'll get into that a little bit later, but first, if you could like, subscribe, all of that stuff, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So the cast of this were great. I think whoever played the detective did a great job. He was definitely the standout for me. Gal Gadot, as always, brought a lot of class and elegance to the role, as she always does. I think she's a great actress. Armie Hammer was a little stiff and wooden at times. I would say that he's the weakest link in this movie. I think the settings were beautiful. It's definitely in a beautiful location. It's visually gorgeous. Just like on the Orient Express, it's a beautiful movie, but it tends to be all style, no substance. It's a little bit of a hollow movie. And, you know, I think that, to be honest, I love anything to do with Egypt, and it's set on the Egyptian Nile, which is really the main reason why I went and saw this movie, if I'm going to be completely honest. But anyway, look, I like how the detective admitted that he isn't a perfect person. He has had a lot of trauma in his past, which he goes into in this movie. And he basically admits that he's a narcissist. He's a very narcissistic person. And I just think that that is good in a way, because it isn't a perfect hero. He is a very flawed, well, he's not even a hero. He's just a man with a very specific set of skills who happens to be in the right place at the right time. So I felt like this movie was a little bit too bloated at 2 hours long. They focused too much on telling everybody's story, even all the side characters, and I get that we need to get to know them, but I felt like too much emphasis was put on the wrong people. Anyway, so basically, spoiler alert, Armie Hammers, am I even saying that right the second time? That guy, that tall guy. So basically he marries Gal Gadot's character, who is this rich heiress. I'm not saying anything right today. Anyway, so basically Armie had this girlfriend who pretended to be with him. Well, they weren't pretending to be together. They were an actual couple. And this girlfriend was friends with Gal Gadot's character, the rich woman. So she introduced them, hoping that they would get together. And she played this jealous, psycho, stalker, jilted lover who would follow them around and say, you know, you've stolen the man that was meant to be with me. I'm in love with him still. Basically, it is a love triangle story. So the jilted lover was actually a con woman, and Armie Hammer's character is a con man. So they're conning the heiress. They're in it together. They're trying to get her money. So honestly, I really saw this coming from a mile away. And I am not usually somebody who guesses right. Like, I usually always guess wrong in these types of movies. So anyway, look, it was a little slow paced in the second act and too much setup, and then the ending felt rushed. And also there was this like 10-minute introduction in the beginning of the movie of the detective where we see his backstory in the war, and it really felt completely unnecessary. So I didn't really enjoy this movie as much as I hoped that I would, so I would give it a 6 out of 10. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this movie, and if you want to see more movie reviews from me, please subscribe.